All right, you guys, take your knuckles like this. Start squishing your face a little bit. Start squishing it. Roll it up, nice and loose. What we're doing is we're warming up our face. We're gonna warm up our voice. We're gonna be doing a lot of talking today. You wanna make sure that we're not fumbling over any words, that our voices are nice and clear. We're gonna be nice and loud so everyone can hear us. We're gonna project, okay? Take your fingers, grab your head, bring your neck to the right. Switch it up to the left. Now both hands. And while your thumbs are back there, give yourself a little massage. Give yourself a little massage. It's Monday. We had a long weekend. All right, you guys, like this, like this. I want you to picture you have a lemon in your hands. Picture you have a lemon and you just took a bite. What face are you going to make? Just like this. Just like this. Nice and tight, bring everything in. And then next face, lion face, like you're roaring. Everything big, all right?
I can't smile.
We're going to go back and forth. We're going to go back and forth, all right? Here we go. Lemon, go. Lemon. Lion. Lemon.
I like lemon.
Lion. Lemon. Lion. Perfect, you guys. It's all yours. I'll wait. I got all day, you guys. I got all day. This is called the laughing game, okay?
Yes.
It's a scale of 1 to 10, okay? I'm going to give you a number. 10 is the funniest thing you've ever heard in your life. And 1 is just like a chuckle. Does that make sense? Make sense? Give me a 1. Give me a 1. You're doing 2. Give me 2. Give me a 3. 4. Give me a 10. Give me a 10. 0. You feel nothing. You feel nothing. Guys, that 10 was a little weak. It was a little weak.
What are you? We were like actually laughing.
I want more non-verbal laughing. Does that make sense? I want a little more body language, okay? 1, 2, 5, 7. All right, 0. You feel nothing. Everybody, hands right here. Hands on your stomach. Raise your hand if you've ever heard of diaphragmatic breathing. Yes? Yes? What that means? When you're going to give your speech, you guys, when you're going to give your TED Talk, it's scary. You're going to want to breathe from your chest a lot. It's not effective. That's a short, shallow breath. Watch my stomach. It's flat. I breathe in. It expands. Breathe out. Does that make sense? Those breaths are way more effective, and you're going to have a lot more breath to give your speech so it doesn't sound like, so I'm really passionate about cleaning up the streets, and we need to do more to make sure California is nice and clean, okay? You're going to run out of breath so fast because it's scary being up front, okay? So everyone put your hands right here. Put your hands right here. We're going to breathe in for 4. We're going to hold for 4, and then we're going to breathe out for 4. Does that make sense? In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. Hold it. Hold it. Let's try again. Breathe it out. Everyone together. Hands right here. Hands right here. I want to see stomachs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. Breathe it out, breathe it out, breathe it out. One more time, one more time.
Dying ready.
Let's breathe in for 4, hold for 8, out for 4. Ready? Here we go.
Ready? You have to hold it for 8 now.
2, 3, 4, hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it out. Can we try 16? Can we try 16?
Yeah.
Stand up straight. Get your speaking posture out. Relax your hands, you guys. Relax your hands. Shoulders back. Chin up. Confidence, okay? In for 4. Hold for 16, and we'll breathe it out. Breathe in on 3, 2, 1. You go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. One more. 5, 6. Let it out. You're good. You guys did it. Good job. Clap it up. Clap it up. Give yourself a round of applause. Can we try 32?
No.
I know. 3 minutes. 2 minutes to 2 minutes.
I can try
15.
32. Here we go. Let's just give it a shot. We're going to go for it. We're going to try some new things today. Ready? Breathe in on 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. Thirty, 31, 32, let it out. Repeat after me, you guys. Shelly sells seashells down by the seashore. Shelly sells seashells down by the seashore. I'm going to count to 3. You're going to go for it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. You go. Shelly sells seashells down by the seashore. Yes? One more time. 1, 2, 3. You go. Shelly sells seashells by the seashore. Down by the seashore. One more time, a little faster. 1, 2, 3. Down by the seashore. Yes? All right, you guys, all together, focus in. Focus in, you guys. 1 big breath on 3. 1, 2, 3, breathe in. Lay out. Here's what we're gonna do, you guys. We're gonna head back into the classroom, find your seat. I need to have your concepts out and ready to go. We're gonna work on some things, okay? Back up to the room on 3. 1, 2, 3, break, let's go.
I forgot to clap. I'm sorry. We don't mess up. Make fun of ourselves.
Yes, perfect. Yes, hold it. Yes.
You seriously forgot now? Oh wait, if you
Ladies and gentlemen, raise your hand if you had a chance to watch some TEDx talks this weekend. Just 1, 2? Busy weekend? Busy weekend? No worries.
It wasn't this year.
How do you know his name?
Because he's on Instagram. He's like dabbling out like. Oh wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have your paragraph or your topic that you picked out from the list, I want you to have it out in front of you on the table. Cool?
The paragraph?
Yes, if you started writing your what, now what, and so what from last week, pull that up as well. Cool?
Fully sure.
That's okay.
What happened?
All right, folks, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go around the room. I have all eyes and ears up here. We're going to go around the room. You're going to stand up by yourself. You're going to say your name, you're going to say your age, and you're going to say the topic that you picked. Okay? And if you didn't pick a topic that was on that list, you have until it goes around, so you at the table, to pick a topic, okay? If you want to talk about your other topic, just pick one for now. Just pick one. Question.
Are we gonna say like the general topic, one of the 17 on the list, or are we gonna
Yes.
do like the specific thing we're doing inside that topic?
No, you're going to talk about the specific topic that you picked off the list. Cool?
Only off the list, but
Nope, you don't have to talk about more detail. You're just going to read it off.
only off the list.
What's up, Lee?
Only off the list.
Yes, only allowed to off the list.
But like,
Here's why, you guys. Here's why. Can I have all eyes and ears? Fellas. With TED Talk, with this specific TEDx competition, you are only allowed to give a talk on the ones off of the list. They do that because those are the 17 most relevant topics that are discussed in the UN. So when you give this talk, we want it to add value to what's going on in the world right now. So not that the other topics that you want to talk about aren't important, but what TEDx is looking for, specifically for the competition, are what's on those 17 topics. Cool? So we're going to go around, you're going to stand up, say your name, say your age, and which topic you want to give your speech on. Cool? And if you don't know for sure, just pick one. Yes?
what about like I'm asking like now there's one topic that's reduced inequality. Do you just have to do like reduced inequality as a general topic, or can you like narrow it down to inequality on a specific subject?
In your speech, specifically, you can narrow it down.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Yes.
Alright.
Who wants to go first? Yes.
My name is August, and I'm 12 years old, and the topic I did was life underwater.
August, can you stand up? It's August, right? Like the month. You put your shoulders back a little bit. Can you project? And can you relax your arms? And go again.
My name is August Porter. I'm 12 years old, and the subject I did was life underwater.
Great job.
My name is Kent Tsukamoto. I'm 13 and my topic is life under the ocean.
Perfect.
My name is Ryan Almond. I'm 12 and the topic I did was gender equality.
Perfect.
Okay, my name is Charlie Simoni and I'm 12 years old, and I talked to you kind of about what my plan was last week, so I didn't exactly have a topic yet.
Perfect. Thank you.
My name is Leo Lee. I'm 12 and I'm going to be talking about the health and well-being.
Awesome.
Good afternoon, my name is Brandon Chang. I'm 12 years old, and my topic currently, for the time being, is peace and justice.
Perfect. You guys, one thing I want to talk about real quick before we move on, eye contact. A lot of times when people are up front, public speaking, they have the tendency to go looking all over the place. You want to direct your voice and direct your attention. So if I'm speaking right here, Maybe I'm talking right in this area for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then boom, I'm right over here with my fellas. Then I'm boom, right back over here. Cool? So really think about when you're speaking, it's not just about the voice. It's about the rest of your body and also your eyes. Cool? Let's keep going.
My name is Jonah Lee. I'm 13 years old, and I'm doing my topic on life and death.
Awesome.
I'm Marino, 13, and I'm working on involvement.
Perfect.
My name is Nimesh. I'm 13, and I'm a youth.
My name is Kabir. I'm 13 years old, and I'm working on water science.
My name is Ryan Chu. I'm 13 year old, and I'm working on good health and well-being.
My name is Bianca, and I am 10 years old. My name is Kelsey. I'm 13 years old, and my topic is
My name is Marissa Cody. I am 13 years old, and my topic is quality education.
My name is Olivia Joel. I am 12, and my topic is affordable and clean energy.
My name is Katie Stan. I'm 13 years old, and my topic is gender equality. My name is Nadalena Vasquez. You can call me Lindsay, and I'm 13 years old, and my topic is either gender equality or life underwater. I haven't decided yet.
Perfect. Let's start right over here.
Hi, my name is Annie Lee, and I'm 11, and my topic is no topic.
My name is Alexandra Ho, and I'm 14, and I'm doing good health and well-being.
My name is Victoria Chow. I'm 13, and I'm doing science.
My name is Victor Tao, and I'm 10, and my topic will be climate action.
My name is Lee Han. I'm 13, and I'm doing gender equality.
My name is Annabelle Shea. I'm 13, and the topic I'm doing is life below water.
Either way.
Hi, my name is Lula Harvey, and I'm 11. Thanks. And my topic is reduce inequality.
Nice.
I'm Yolanda. I'm 11, and my topic is zero hunger. I'm Elise. I'm 11, and my topic is life above land.
My name is Dahan. I'm 11, and my topic is life below water.
I'm Charles Oswald. I'm 11, and my topic is life below water.
My name is Bianca Hanamiel. I'm 12, and my topic is life below water.
My name is I'm 14 years old, and my topic is clean water.
My name is Molden Spicer. I'm 12 years old, and my topic is quality education.
My name is Luke. I'm 12 years old, and I'm doing quality education.
Perfect. Good job, you guys. Clap it up here. Somebody, anybody, tell me what a filler word is. Yes.
Like, and word pauses and staring around the room, not really knowing what you're talking about.
Yes, yes. Like, and, Everybody, keep saying them. Keep saying them. Keep saying them. Keep saying them. Okay, that's good. That's good. From now on, you guys, the rest of the day, no more filler words. Okay, no more filler words. Is that okay with everyone? It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, but I want you to start training your brains now. Okay, if you need to stop in the middle of your presentation, if you need to pause and slow down, that's okay. Because what that does is it just creates a little bit more intensity in what you're saying, okay? So don't be afraid to slow it down, take a pause, but don't fill your words and your sentences and your talks with ums and likes and ands and all the stuff that you don't need, okay? We're gonna trim the fat. Cool? Okay? All right, you guys. We're going to work in groups right now. We're going to work in groups. So everyone has a topic. Now I want you, remember last week we did what, so what, now what? Now with the topic that you chose, take about 5 minutes, work with each other. I want you to decide what your what is going to be. So don't write it in a group, but if you need to bounce ideas off of people, like, hey, can you help me out with this? What do you think about this? That's cool, but you need to write your own what for your specific idea. Does that make sense? So your intro to your talk. What is your talk going to be about? Make sure it's clear, make sure it's concise, make sure it's engaging and capturing, okay? Hold on, what's up? What's that? No, you can be a group of 2 people, but remember, each person is making their own what. Does that make sense? Yeah. There's going to be 20-some what. Cool? Go for it, go for it. Oh, that's okay. So basically, what are you talking about? There's this problem. Here's the data. Now, what are we going to do about it? So what's your creative solution? So what's your topic? That's okay. Let's say it's pollution. So we're going to talk about what's going on with pollution. Pollution is destroying our world. If we want to live much longer, we need to stop pollution. What's the research? Okay, we destroy each year of pollution. Building take up X amount of square miles around the world. Things are dying in the ocean. Now what? How are we going to stop pollution? How are we going to fix the problem? What are we going to fix the problem? Obviously, if there was an easy solution, what can we start doing? Get rid of You are going to present these to the class, so write them down if you have to. You don't have to memorize it, but you are going to present it. You're going to present your what to the class. We're going to go around and present it.
Okay, what topic are you guys on doing? Guys, what topic are you guys
So yeah, so your what should basically kind of explain what you're going to talk about. So you know that's your topic, right? You're talking about you're going to say, let's take the world, how would you fix it?
I hate you, Ryan.
So it's good. So you're going to write, why do we need it? There you go. So it's something that we can hold on to and continue to do. Totally wild.
That's pretty good.
Guys, remember, your what doesn't just have to be a bland statement of what the topic is about. Maybe you're a storyteller. Maybe your what starts out with you telling a story about you going scuba diving one time and you saw all these beautiful animals, and that's why preserving life underwater is so important.
Just the whole concept. It's going on for like the whole concept, like forever.
Ignore it because and then I'm going to have Santa Claus
After post World War II, all those several things.
If we come with Diane,
What?
Oh, so
I'm literally gonna throw After post World War II, although there were never.
That's why you make
but this time,
Anybody need a piece of paper?
Are you gonna actually read this?
Anybody need some good old-fashioned paper? Yes, sir.
No, I like because people struggling. Yeah, people struggling with finance are forced to eat like just by being it's so cheap. So how do we double check it? And then if not, email Lane. I'll just send it to him. I just don't have any of your emails. But the problem is that people start wow, it helps.
Actually get Brandon. No, let's not move exam.
it's gonna be big.
So about 2,000 people will stay. We'll just wrap this in 3,000.
I like Marino.
You guys need more time, or are you good to go? All right. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
I know.
What do you do?
And they're accomplishing much more than you.
Why am I even gonna speak? Excuse me? How do you guys edit the videos?
Well, stop putting your finger with water.
How do you guys edit the videos?
Just skip past.
Oh God.
Well, he's actually giving it
I forgot it. Oh, was it a lot?
I'm looking at
Okay, I'm just worried.
This is so dumb. 7 people. Is that your what?
What?
Are we all good? Everybody good? Alright, one more minute.
That looks like you. That looks like you.
Yeah, well, I don't want to tell you.
You guys are
Alright, you guys, pause. Look up here.
Oh my god. I have 2 VIP tickets for the Usher concert tonight. I'm pitching you up in half an hour. Second stage, the entire contents of my wardrobe was on the floor, so I put them together. So I went to ask my mum for permission, and she was awesome in jeans, black t-shirt, high heels. Where are you going? We squeezed at the same time. Oh no, I forgot that I was babysitting that night. Now what I would like to tell you is that I didn't go to the concert that night. I stayed at home and honored my commitment. However, that wasn't quite what happened. I thought about doing the right thing for about 5 seconds, but then the doorbell rang and I bolted out, getting an apology to my mum. Sadly, this isn't an exception. It happens a lot, whether it's small commitment.
That makes sense? Yeah. Do you see how her what? She's a storyteller, right? She came out right away and boom, told a story. You guys can do that. As long as your what is somehow incorporated into your story. Now you don't have to do that. Maybe that's not your style and you just want to go right for it and just start talking about it. That's cool too. Cool? Just giving you guys some ideas. Keep working.
I am in need of.
That's how you wrap up. No, that's a what? That's a what?
You know, technically, if you're talking about statistics,
How we doing, folks? How we doing? Can we start presenting? Couple more minutes. Ready? Charlie, how many?
I went to the shower, turned on the cold water, so I turned my clothes and just did this.
You need like 3 gallons.
He's the whole thing you won't. I was like, okay, I won't.
One minute, you guys. Wrap them up. Wrap them up. We're gonna start presenting. 1 minute.
Are you guys in 7th grade? I used to go to the school. Like 6th
Get in the first class.
Not my fault. I didn't get out of 4th grade.
Okay, so the next one. A second, third, and so on photo, and each order is
That's it. That's what it's about.
Our vendor handle is
Wait, where's my mom?
go back.
My mom. Wait, Wait, you guys want to start? But she can't do that. Even though she works No, you know what? We already have 300. I just asked my sis lady. Yeah. She minored in
I'm successful.
I got 627. I got my sister.
You have a confirm. You have to confirm this. No? How's that? I understand that from my
All right, folks, here we go. August, we're going to start back with you, my man. Here's what I need, guys. When someone's up presenting, I need all your eyes and all your ears to be focused in on them. Cool? No talking. I want it to be quiet in the room so I can hear you guys. Otherwise, you're going to have to yell like me and your voices are going to get really sore. Cool? Can we do that? Can we all throw the focus to August? Thank you for volunteering.
Mine is about long, but it'll kind of have to do. So my topic was life below.
I'm going to pause you, August. Guys, you don't have to explain to me the topic. I want you to stand up like you're going to give the TED Talk. So just come out, introduce yourself. Hey, I'm August, and then just go right into your what. Cool?
All right.
Does that make sense? Go ahead.
So we are too busy going to space. When the reality is we hardly know our own world. We haven't explored our world basically at all. We still have thousands of miles that's undiscovered. Yeah, and the world is our home. We haven't really explored our home yet. It's like walking into a house and first thing you go to is how to get onto the roof. You can't really do that in a way. Moreover, our ocean is deprived of exploration, exploration, sustainable fishing. It's thriving with fish that, like sardines, there are thousands of them just kind of clouding up the ocean. And finally, deprived of basic living on its islands. And you're probably asking, well, so what? It's just fish. We're not really exploring the ocean for a reason. There's scary stuff down there. Well, I have an answer for that. The answer is the ocean is deprived of life in some areas because of pollution or overfishing. Like Los Angeles Pier, if you cast a hook in, you're probably most likely going to get a plastic bag rather than a mackerel or something. However, if we can create like an artificial group of islands or anything that spreads out the world's population, we can basically balance the ocean. If we make islands between artificial islands between continents, we can basically balance out the ocean. We can change the world. Sea travel might be a thing of the past, but it's safe. And space travel is a thing of the future, but it's not perfectly safe. It's not publicized yet for a reason. And for those who find a thing of the future appealing, hear me out. Something of the future is good, but it's also not great if you're trying to find a home, another home. So if you try to explore your home, and if you think, oh, our home's going to destroy itself, or we're going to destroy it in 60 years or something, you should at least explore it first. So even though space travel has been enhanced to make it somewhat safe, like spaceships rather than just launching yourself into space, it's still definitely not safe. There are a lot of crashes, like, I don't know, like 15% or something that actually make it into space. That's not a real percentage, but that's just like an estimate. But it's still not safe. We simply don't have the technology yet. We need to study our resources, again, exploring the Earth to find more resources. To make it fully, if we don't have the resources to make it safe with technology, we can't make it safe or publicized. But sea travel is publicized. It's safe. It's not like really, really safe. Like you won't have 110% way of getting out of the ocean, like the Titanic dive, but that was a long time ago. But the sea is publicized. You can explore thousands of miles of uncharted places if you have a boat and enough time to do that. Moreover, we still have hundreds of miles to discover. We're definitely not deprived of that.
Alright, so I'm going to pause you right there. Did you write your whole talk right now?
What?
Did you write like your entire talk?
Kind of.
That's awesome, man. Good job.
Oh, I listened.
No, that's really good. No, you're in the right direction, August. But right now, I only need the first intro paragraph. But you were cruising, and I didn't want to stop you because you were on a roll. But that was awesome. So good job. So you guys, when you stand up, all I need is that first intro to your speech. Cool? Like you don't have to have the whole thing written. August, it's awesome that you do. But all you need right now is that first intro paragraph. Cool? You guys volunteering to go? Awesome. Yeah, stand up. What's that? Yeah, read off that, but try, guys, if you're going to read off your paper, that's awesome, but try to keep looking up, cool? The more you can get off the paper sooner, the better.
265 million children. No matter how many kids are not attending school, and 22% of them are at the primary learning age. Those are just the kids that are not attending now, but millions of more adults haven't had an education. I'm guessing most of you guys in this room went to school or going to school, but others people can't. Education is not simply a content delivery system. Rather, it's a system designed to help all children reach their full potential and enter society as full and productive citizens, says HuffPost. We don't think of quality education a lot, but I do. I don't like going in front of a crowd and speaking, but I came up today to talk about this problem because it's a big issue.
Nice. Good job.
1 million people die each year due. Oh my gosh, screensaver, sorry.
You're good.
Start.
Yeah.
1 million people die each year due to water, sanitation, or hygiene-related diseases. That's around 2,740 people per a day. And that is only the people who die each year. There are many, many more people in this world right now who are suffering due to a water crisis. If you want the specific numbers, that's 1.8 billion, a quarter of our population. And the fresh water that we have access to, or the fresh water that exists on this world right now, is only 3% of the water that we have. We simply cannot afford to waste any of it.
Nice.
As members of a free Western society, living in a capital nation of the free world, it is our obligation, not our choice, as to give a voice to those fighting for their God-given rights all across the world. As a society, we must do 5 things in a certain order. Number 1, to promote freedom and justice worldwide. Number 2, to listen, and to listen intently and carefully to calls for democracy and freedom. Number 3, to damage the evil spirit of authoritarianism and totalitarianism worldwide. Number 4, to demand, yes, demand Western leaders and democratic nations to support those fighting for their rights. And finally, number 5, pressuring these evil authoritarians to give in to their citizens' demands. As we have seen before, across continents and oceans, equality, peace, and justice will never become universal until the day freedom becomes universal. Freedom leads to all things, including but not limited to these aforementioned 3. Every man, woman, and child on this planet must be free, first, to fight for their innate rights and demand that their government listens to them, whether it be Iran or Indonesia or the United States. People must have the right to love who they want to love, keep the fruits of their labor, and say whatever the heck they want to say. Thank you.
Brandon for president, Yes, go for it.
Alright, so maybe a few weeks ago, I watched this video on a 50-year-old NASA fluid that could change the way everyone approaches cancer. So this was argued, it's called ferrofluid, and it could be used to attack malignant tumors within the body, and unlike chemotherapy, it won't hurt other cells in the area. Even though it's already being used, it should be used more because it's looking to make a more efficient and safer way for us to approach cancer.
Very nice, very nice.
I have been traveled to India before. A river right there that was really shocking.
One second, you guys. Ladies and gentlemen over here, you lock it in. Go ahead, start over.
I have been traveled to India before. A river right there that was really shocking. The river are full of trash and plastic. The water is black. We could not see anything. That bird and fish is floating on the river. That river once was the using river, but now we can mention that what did we do to the river. And also in China, the air pollution is so bad that you need to wear masks every day. Many big factories have many big chimneys. Chimneys emit smoke, and smoke means air pollution. A large amount of air pollution and dirty water can take away your life easily. So this is why we need to have clean water and sanitation.
I know we're done. You probably went to school. Most of the people you know have gone to school. While I was writing this TED Talk, I thought, how many people don't go to school? It can't be many. When you hear about these kinds of things all the time, you look up the facts and it isn't that many people. For example, in 2019, 552,000 people were homeless in America. That might sound like a lot, but when you think about it, in 2018, there were 327 million people in the United States, period. That's a ton of people, and not a ton of homeless people. The fact is, though, the amount of people without an education, period, not even a quality education, but an education, is 39% of the world's population. That's less than half.
Anybody else want to volunteer, or do you just want to go around? Charlie, you ready? Let's do it.
Charlie! Fellow debater,
Only take the amount of food that you're going to eat off the menu. For instance, in a scenario at the restaurant, you order a 10-ounce fillet instead of an 8-ounce fillet, and then you end up eating 2 ounces short of the 10-ounce fillet. You just wasted 2 ounces of meat that could have been put into feeding the hungry. See what I mean? Food wastage is unnecessary and a good example of taking things for granted.
Nice. Yes. Yes.
Every year, over 1 million marine animals like seals and sea turtles are choked to death by plastic in the oceans. Plastic bags and containers are so widespread in our seas that we have found 60% of all seabirds and 100% of all species of turtles have plastic in their intestines. Every year, 8 million metric tons of plastics enter our ocean on top of the estimated 150 million metric tons that are currently circulating our marine environments. This is like dumping one New York City garbage truck full of plastic into the ocean every minute of a day for an entire year.
Wow. Bianca, you have a good one. Want to go?
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
Think about all the books we humans have about alien takeovers. In all of them, the aliens kill us, deplete our resources, take us as slaves. Oh, let's see. Totally disregard our environment. For no reason other than their own personal gain. And in all those books, the general idea is, how dare they? We're beings too. We deserve our resources. They have no right. Now think about what those aliens did to us and what we are doing to the oceans. But what was happening in all those books was made up. What we're doing to the oceans is real.
Nice. Who's ready? Who's ready? Don't be scared. Just go for it. If it's broken, we'll fix it.
Katie, Katie, up Katie, 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 Katie.
Give them what they want. No, no. Yes, yes, you're going for it.
When people live in extreme poverty, the whole world suffers. Extreme poverty endangers global public health, prevents children from having a proper education, and spreads hopelessness and despair. Poverty equates to lost opportunities. Lost opportunities cover 700 million people who are born into poverty or are in poverty. Every day, people in Central Ohio or South London have no choice in any matter if they are born into poverty. They too deserve to succeed. We all have an obligation to combat this.
That's Folks, anybody else want to go? I'm not going to force you to go, but I highly encourage it. The more you do it, the more often you do it, the easier it gets. Does anybody want to go again? Yeah?
Same thing. And maybe even with adding this stuff, or like just go. No, I don't
Guys,
want
if you go again, here's what I want you to focus on. I want you to focus on all of the details that we're going over. So articulate your words, make sure they're very clear when you're speaking. Project, make sure everyone in the room can hear you. Make sure you're speaking with confidence and clarity, okay? And also, get rid of those filler words if you have any.
I just like, I feel like I artificially just inserted mucus, but I don't know why. Anyway.
Coronavirus?
No.
Stay away from me.
I can promise you that I have not been to Wuhan in the last month. Okay. As members of a free Western society, living in the capital nation of this free world, it is our obligation, not our choice, to give a voice to those fighting for their God-given and innate rights in authoritarian nations around the world. As a society, not as an individual, but as a society, we must do 5 things in a certain order. Number 1, we must promote freedom and justice worldwide. Number 2, we must listen intently and with focus. Calls for democracy and freedom. Number 3, we must forcibly damage the evil spirit of authoritarianism worldwide. Number 4, we must demand Western leaders and democratic nations to support those fighting for their rights. And number 5, we must pressure these very authoritarians to give in to their citizens' demands. As we have seen before, across continents and many, many oceans, equality, peace, and justice will never prevail nor be universal until the day freedom prevails and becomes universal. Freedom leads to everything, including but not limited to these aforementioned 3. Every man, woman, and child on this planet must first be free to fight for their innate rights and demand that their government listens to them. Whether it be Iran, Indonesia, or the United States of America, people must have the right to love who they want to love, keep the fruits of what they earn, and say whatever the heck they want to say. Thank
Anybody want to go again? We got time for maybe 1 or 2 more. No? Okay, you guys, for Friday, can I have all attention? We're almost done, you guys. For Friday, can you guys this week at some point, I know you're super busy, you got a bunch of homework to do, but at some point, can you guys hop on TEDx Youth and just watch some of your peers that are giving TED Talks right now? Just so you can get a feel of the outline and all of that stuff. Also for Friday, I want you guys to finish up your what's and add some more detail if you want. Critique them, critique each other's if you got some free time, and then really solidify those. We're going to present again on the what's after that. And then before we leave, you guys, we need to flip this room back to how it normally goes, so they all go horizontal. A row back here, a row back here. Hold on, you guys, we're not done. You guys, please take a seat, please take a seat. Please take a seat. And then any of the white chairs we're going to fold up and put...